hell of a job. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name from the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bang, snatch it out of spur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue that did it again. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue that did it again.
What's good, everybody? What's good? It's Big Game James in the building. How's everybody doing? It's been a while since I went live boo things. Like, I thought you was going to do it earlier today. I was, but wasn't really feeling it. I got the energy right now. So, let's get in. With everybody getting the building. I'm doing something a little different today. Usually I do by the numbers today, and I just pre-record it. But I'm going to do it kind of live today since I haven't done a game in a while. They just haven't been something I've been jumping on. But what's up, everybody? Get on in the building. Dallas Cowboys pull out a crazy victory last night against the Houston Texans. Thank God they won, because East High Harold already texted me and was like, yeah, y'all won, but you know what I mean? What's up, Jay Lombardi, JB2? Who else is in the building? Lamont was good with you. Steve Lumpton, Daniel Barrow Sports, T-Smooth TV, keep on coming in the building. But as I said before, we ain't got to hear no Eastside Harold. I was hearing him. He sent the text, said their team exposed us. Wooty woo. Yeah, we could talk about it, Steve. We could talk about the QB. You feel me? Let me get it up over here. Y'all been seeing this right here. Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about Dak Prescott, all that good stuff. I mean, for me, I told y'all about Kevin Joseph. I watched a little bit of the tape. He had a couple good pass breakups. Obviously, he had a couple passes called on him, I think, right before halftime. There was a drive where there were a couple passes, but I thought he played pretty well. All 22, I haven't seen it yet, but I thought Kevin Joseph did pretty well considering. I feel Kevin Joseph is going to be all right. And the more reps he's getting, I think he's going to become a better player. So I'm cool with what Kevin Joseph is doing. I can't really post the questions up today because I'm on a different wavelength, but sorry about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 808, what's up with you, dog? We wasn't exposed. That's why I don't listen. That's why I don't listen to Harold. I thought it was funny because, like you said, good teams, and Robert Griffith said it best. He said it on this thing. Look, we could pull that up. Matter of fact, And he should know. I mean, he played the game a little bit. You feel me? Let's see what it is. Because I think I took it. Well, I think, well, Robert Griffin, basically what he said was, great teams find a way to win. Good teams find a way to win. You're going to get presses to NFL, and if you don't bring your game every single day, every single week, those things can happen. It's NFL. They're NFL players too. They might not be on the level as far as wins and losses, but they're still an NFL team. And if you don't play your game, you're gonna get beat. You feel me? So I ain't tripping. What's up, Eddie? How you doing? A win is a win. I feel you. You know what I mean? There you go, Eastside. What's up with you, dog? But let's look at some things. I talk about that 30-30 club. It was kind of weird yesterday. Well, first let's talk about this signing right here. What y'all think about that signing right there? T.Y. Hilton, what y'all feel about that? Well, before we talk about T.Y. Hilton, let's get over to Terrence Steele. How y'all feel about that right there? I just popped on my Twitter right quick. How y'all feel about that Terrence Steele? That hurts my soul. Terrence Steele has been, considering where he's came from in his rookie year, undrafted, look bad his rookie year. I think he gave up 7-8 sacks, penalties galore, was getting killed left and right, but he worked his butt off. La'el Collins missed 2020, worked his butt off, came back in 2021. They released La'el Collins, after this past season, but even then he should have been the starter. Should have never been taken out. Just come a long way, athletic. Was great in the run game. He will be severely missed. Hurts my soul, man. I really like Terrence Steele. Like I said, me and Boss Cowboys talked about him when he was undrafted. I go back to when we saw him in the Senior Bowl going against Bradley and I, and he was getting worked. Just to see his progression coming back from that game, that Senior Bowl game until now, definitely get him a contract, man. He's a building block. He's a cornerstone to me on the offensive line. I think we need to get him back. So it's hurts my soul, man. Really hurts my soul. But the good thing about it is, I'll scroll down a little bit. If y'all can see this right here. And this is what I said, and I'll click this up a little bit bigger. This is before they found out about the torn knee. But like you said, good news. Tyron Smith is coming back. And what's up, David Jacobs? What's up with you, dog? What's up, Tim Warner? But life's crazy. What's up with you? That's the good thing about this is that even though Terrence Steele's lost, Jason Peters. So shout out to the front office for getting a guy like Jason Peters, who has been in the league, who is a veteran. We saw Josh Ball. He got exposed. He's just not the guy. That might just been a bad pick. We don't know. You still got to see him because players can get better. I believe that. So you can't just throw him away. So I'm not going to say he's not good. He is not good right now. So let's not even say that. I'm not saying he's good at all. What I'm saying is I don't know what's going to happen with him, but it's good that they were able to get a guy like Jason Peters, throw him in the game. You saw how he held it down. And then now you got Tyron Smith back. So now you can slide your rookie inside. You still have somebody on the right side, even though he's 40 years old. If you're looking at the time frame, there's only 5 games left in playoffs. So if there was ever an injury to happen, you don't want any kind of injury, especially right now. But if you got a guy who is older, it's better not for him to play a whole season because he will get worse as the season went on, in my opinion, not better because of the age. So I think in a short span, Jason Peters can be good for the team. When you look at you're playing 5 games, playoffs, you don't have a full season. He's worked himself into shape because he's been on the bench. So he's worked himself in shape, and you just hope that Tyron Smith can come back and stay healthy and not get hurt. So, yeah, that's what I feel about that. But let's get over to here. This is the game right here. We can talk about quarterback play because Dak's quarterback play was not great. As a matter of fact, let's do it over here. since we always be doing by the numbers. Yeah, Dak wasn't great last night. Everybody's dogging him about the interceptions. I mean, he's been a guy who hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions. But the thing, I'm going to look at it like this. I've seen tons and tons of quarterbacks, right? I've seen tons and tons of quarterbacks in the NFL play bad. We've seen even the great ones play bad. You feel me? Yeah, John Hankins' injury hurts. That pec injury does hurt. But he didn't play good. And, I'm a proponent of that. I'm going to look at it like this, in my opinion, that as bad as he played, they did come back and win the game. So that's what I look at. He's not, I feel you, 808. Okay, see. All right. Harold, you don't make no sense. But, look at the numbers. And, what can you really say? If you look at the last few games, I mean, he threw 3 touchdowns against Indianapolis, didn't have a great passing game. What do you say? You throw 2 bad interceptions, or you throw, especially the one bad pick that could have cost you the game, but it didn't. The defense came through and stopped. Okay, that's good. And then you had to make them in. See, here's the thing is to me, but when we're talking about Dak Prescott, in my opinion, what they say is that I get it. Everything that they're saying is legit about how he played. But it would have been worse if he threw that interception, Dallas made the stop, and then he doesn't take it down and win. It's going to be even more worse. So, in my opinion, shout out to Dak. As you can see the numbers, this is in the passing right here. 39 passes, 31 runs. I told you 30-30 club. I don't like when you get around that 40 passes because that's when I feel like you get away from that run game and things can tend to happen. But you can see it right here. Just the passing yards. Dalton Schultz got a lot of it underneath. CeeDee Lamb didn't really turn up yardage-wise. But we won the game. Dallas has 10 wins. I mean, are we going to get mad at that? Are we going to get mad at the Dallas has 10 wins? Yeah, you don't like how it won. You don't like how your quarterback played. You don't like how your team played. But at the end of the day, you still won the game. It doesn't matter if that team was not good. You still won the game. Okay, let's go some receiver matchups. With Dalton Schultz, 2 over here. Dalton Schultz had a relatively good game. He came through as the security blanket. But like you said, it hasn't been all Dak. If you look at his 9 interceptions, we got 9 interceptions now. It hasn't been all Dak. All those interceptions have not been on Dak. We've seen a couple where it was on CD. I think a couple ones hit off the hands. So it's I don't make no excuses for Dak Prescott. He's got to get better. But at the end of the day, Dallas is 10-3. What's up, Willie Stovall? What's up with your big dog? Appreciate the $2 holla. But I'm not tripping out for this game. You know what I mean? I didn't like it. I even made a post that said that's why I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. You feel me? I feel you, Steve Lumpton. He's got 9 picks in 8 games. But we've seen it. But has Dak ever been a guy? You know what I mean? Has Dak ever been a guy that throws a lot of picks? He hasn't. He hasn't been a high interception guy. I'm just letting you look at the numbers from the receivers right now and how their matchups. Jalen Petrie was balling. I'll give y'all that, Harold. Jalen Petrie was balling. He was playing some real ball out there. But I can't. When I look at this team, I look at 10 wins. You feel me? I don't like how it was done. And Dak hasn't been a high interception guy. I feel like those things are going to happen. People are saying, oh, he's regressed, this and that. I don't know if it's regression. I'm going to the rushing. I'm going to let you look at these numbers while I'm talking. This is the rushing. This is from Pro Football Focus as well. These are rushing numbers. I wish that we could have got some more runs. Kellen Moore wish he could have ran the ball a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think that's when Dallas, we would get in a little bit of trouble. You feel me? Didn't run the ball. Should have ran the ball a little bit more. But as we're talking about, as I said, with Dak and the team, I mean, I'm not tripping over it. Dallas won first back-to-back 10-win seasons since 95, 96. All right, so as bad as that was, Dallas won the game. As bad as it was, as bad as it looked, 1-10 to the very end. But like I said, the needle moves, like they say, when you talk about the other teams. Because if you had another team that had done that and they were a top team, like a Kansas City Chiefs or a Buffalo Bills or even the Philadelphia Eagles, if they do that and they take it all the way down the field, then and this is Ezekiel Elliott first, and you see him, I say he gets most of his runs on the right side again. I'm going to go to that Tony Pollard, but he gets most of his big runs. This is Ezekiel Elliott's runs right here. But when Mahomes takes all the way down, and I'm not even trying to cry about that, but when a Mahomes takes it all the way down the field, or Josh Allen takes it all the way down the field, and now Jalen Hurts, who's the darling of the league right now, when he takes it down, when they take it down the field and they're struggling against a bad team, because it's happened with them this year. Oh, what a great drive. He didn't play good at all, but he had a great drive, and that's why he's blah, blah, blah. You feel me? It's like he played through 3 picks or he threw 2 interceptions, played terrible all game, but when it mattered most, he took them down the field and won the game. That's what they say. That's what I hear. I'm going to go to Tony Pollard. See if he gets his stuff on the left, because Tony Pollard got more than his on the right. They shut that left down, because Tony Pollard always gets his big runs on the left. So they went to that right side, as you see his numbers. But it's like now when Dak does it, it's like, oh, he played terrible. They played the Texans. He's no good. I just don't understand that. Like, and I don't even be defending Dak with that crap, man. But I don't really get that stuff, man. Am I sitting there saying he's the number 1 quarterback in the league? No, but that's kind of crazy when he kind of does that. It's not against David Mills. It's against the damn Texans, dude. You sound goofy, Eastside Harold. It's against the Texans, bruh. It's not against the damn David Mills, bro. You sound weird on that. But there's the numbers with Tony Pollard. Like I said, most of his runs, if you look at the trend from both the running backs, and Tony Pollard, only 10 attempts. And here's the thing, right? This is where the mess up was. Let's go back to when I talk about the 30-30 club, right? When you go back to the rushing, this is where you had 29 rushes and all. And Dak Prescott, those weren't real designed runs. I mean, he got flushed out the pocket on one and got a long run. But 39 passes, and let's say for real, it was 25 runs. For real. I ain't counting them runs by Dak Prescott. So it was really 39 and 25. I don't think that's winning football. I don't care what they say about how they're winning it. I don't think that's the winning football for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you looked at the numbers, I said it before, when Dallas lose all their losses this season, I believe, all right, all these losses this season is when Dallas is averaging around 41 pass attempts a game, right? 26 run attempts when they're losing. 41 pass attempts, I think 26.5 rush attempts. That's when they get out of the winning football. And you could see it right here once again. You got 25 rushes, and 26.5 I said, and 41 passes, and there it is. It shows you again. Dak threw 39 times. Almost lost the game. You won the game, and then you ran the ball 25 times. So you really didn't do – you got away from that 30-30 club, but really you got away from your run game. And when you tend to do that and start chucking the ball, it seems like Dallas tends to struggle. It just seems it does. So, let's go to that blocking. Let's go to that blocking right here. Right, like I said, don't look at the grades. Don't look at the grades. Let's pass blocking. Let's see. What was it looking like right here on this pass block? This is your pass blocking right here. Okay, yeah, text it to me, David. Fresh Kings 36 was good with you, man. Hey, I'm just letting them know, man. Just letting them know. So these are the numbers in the pass blocking game right here. Like I said, don't look at the grades. Don't look at the grades. Just look at this is the pass blocking. Conor McGovern, once again, and I'm sorry, let me move up. Here are your pressures allowed, true pass set, but this is where we look at the pressures right here, right? So pressures right here, and you got the sack, and this is how Pro Football Focus does it. They put the pressure, they put the hurries and the hits, and then they kind of wrap it all together as far as make it what your pressures are. All right, so we see right here, Josh Ball, as soon as he came in the game, Josh Ball right there, gave up 2 pressures, 1 hurry, and that quick deal. Terrence Steele, those are his numbers. Tyler Smith, he had a lot of pressures. Yeah, gave up 4 pressures, 2 hurries, gave up the 1 hit. Right? Who gave up the sack? Nobody. Who gave up the sack? Josh Ball, yep. Came in the game. So Josh Ball in that quick set. That's why you had to get him out. He was in there. Look at that. This is your pass blocking, right? He was in there 7 reps. In 7 reps, that's why he can't play right now. In 7 reps, you had 2 pressures, 1 hurry, 1 sack. You feel me? That's why Josh Ball has to sit down. You know what I mean? So look at Jason Peters. Here's Jason Peters right there. 10 pass blocking sets after the replacement, right? The replacement, he's more left tackle, right? He's more your left side guy. All right? And bam, you see only what? 1 pressure, 1 hurry. So really just 1 hurry the whole time, right? 1 hurry the whole time when Jason Peters came in. So this is where you say you're glad you got Jason Peters, because if you just had a Josh Ball right now, you didn't have Peters, oh man, now we have to go out. Dallas would have to go hit that waiver wire, would have to go get somebody. So it's glad they got Jason Peters when they did. Tyron Smith is coming back in a perfect time. Tyler Smith can slide in as your left guard. Now you can put Jason Peters at the right tackle, and he's rested and he's healthy. So I like that. So let's go to some run blocking right here. Is your run blocking. Tyler Smith, he's let's see. Let me move these over here. See this right here. You can see percentage right here. Even right here, better grade. So I'm glad that they made that decision the way they did. You feel me? I'm glad they made that decision the way they did. So that's a good thing. Like I said, it's great that Tyron Smith's come back. I think he'll be healthy. I think he's going to play lights out for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. But I think he's going to play lights out. And who's been balling though? LVE. Let me give him a big shout out. LVE has been turning up and going crazy. I really appreciate how he's been playing. I really love that. So this is your defense. These are your defensive. Don't look at the numbers. Yeah, and I like that McGovern's been playing lights out. So just like you just mentioned, so if you can mix and match, because you got Conor McGovern who can go to your bench now, but you can move him in different spots. He ain't playing no tackle position, but now you got guys who can slide in and slide out. So that's a good thing right there. So let's go to run defense. Michael was shut down, but let's go here on that run defense. Bohanna, Big Bo, he got some good work in. He's going to have to step his game up now. Hankins might be hurt for a little bit. So it's good. They got depth. So even though they got rid of the Tristan Hill, you got the Hankins. So you hurt that Hankins is out, but you got a Big Bo right there. You hate a Ridgeway is going because you could use him as well. You know what I mean? But, man, shout out to LVE. He was playing his butt off. For real. LVE played his butt off. Where is he at? So here's his last game. Look at that. Yeah, 14 tackles. This is LVE's numbers. He's been playing some good football as of late, like the last 3-4 games, I'm going to say. And his last game, he was playing stout in that run game. I don't know what's happened, but something's came into him. You know what I'm saying? He has definitely turned his game up. LVE has. So shout out to LVE. He has definitely stepped his game up. He's played very well. And also Anthony Barr coming back, that's been huge. Yeah, I know Tariq. I know Damone Clark for sure, T-Smooth. But that's the good thing. LVE stepping up, that's what you want, because now you got Damone Clark, you got LVE, Anthony Barr is coming back healthy. He's a veteran. You love that. And then you got Micah, who got shut down a little bit. But, oh, yeah, D-Law, hey, shout out to you, D-Law. I'm going to win that bet. I'm going to win that bet, Boss Cowboys. I'm going to win that bet, big dog. But, hey, I'm going to say DeMarcus Lawrence, he gets props from me this year. You know, I'll be on DeMarcus's ass. I'll be on him. I'll be saying, you know, he's a little overrated as the pass rusher, but I ain't never say nothing about him in that run game and how stout he is and how physical he plays in that run game and how he plays all out. Never say anything about that. I just tired of people saying he's a sack guy, because he's not a sack guy. And I'm going to win that bet, Boss Cowboys. So get ready for that 50 coming my way. I appreciate and I love it. But DeMarcus Lawrence, he's been playing his butt off. I'm going to definitely give him his props. There he is right here. 4 stops. Once again, he's been playing his butt off. He was lights out in the run game, and I got nothing to say about him. So he's been stepping up. And Tim Warner, yes. Deron Bland been turning up. But let's go to these numbers, and let's look at Kelvin Joseph. Let's see how bad it was. Let's go to him. This is the pass rush. Who led that? Dorrance Armstrong Jr., 8 sacks. He's been turned up. I said, I wish my dog, where are you at? Where's my dog Wink? I wish he was up in here, because we had the little going back and forth about who was going to turn up this season. I said Dorrance Armstrong Jr. was going to turn up this year. You feel me? And he has. But look at, these are your pass rush snaps right here. But Micah, where's Micah at? Yeah, Micah didn't have his best game. He's all at the very bottom. You don't usually see Micah at the bottom. He's always usually number 1. That Larry Tunsil is pretty good. I give you that. Larry Tunsil's pretty good. You see D-Law at the bottom. He got 3 total pressures. Micah Parsons had got nothing though. 1 total pressure the whole damn game. They shut him down, man. A lot of. See right here. But let's go over this coverage, man. Let me see what Kelvin Joseph did. Israel Mukama. There's a lot of good guys in there for reps. But let's see. There's Bland. Kelvin Joseph. He was targeted 5 times. Deron Bland targeted. These are the rooks. Well, second-year player, rook for Deron Bland. But Deron Bland was targeted a couple times, 2 receptions for 21 yards. Kelvin Joseph, he was targeted 5 times, got 4 receptions on it for 69 yards. Yards after catch. He did have a pass breakup. One of the 2 pass breakups in the game. Jerron Kearse had the other one. We saw the long pass. They caught the one, 36-yarder. They averaged 13 yards. I mean, not great numbers against, but I just feel like, you know what, I think he's going to be okay. 25 pass coverage snaps, and you see everybody else in there. Yeah, look at Diggs. But here's the thing. Even though Diggs gave up 5 for 5 here at the bottom, look at the yards though. That's the big thing. You can get a lot of catches on you, but it's the yards. That's what you got to look at. You know what I mean? Not he got 10 passes on him. Yeah, he might got 10 passes, but if it was for like 30 yards, you shut him down. You feel me? I don't really care what you say. You shut somebody down if he's throwing the ball like that and he's catching the ball on you, but he's not getting a lot of yards. That's a good thing. So, I mean, you only average 3 yards a catch against them. You know what I mean? So that's damn good. So even though you have 5 catches on them, it's only for 19 yards. So that's what I look at is those numbers. You feel me? That's kind of locked down. Yeah, you feel me? Jay, that's kind of locked downish to me right there. And then let's get over here. And here's the matchups for your cornerbacks, Trevin Diggs. Like I said, 5 for 5, right? But look at that. That's locked downish though, man. You can see the 5 for 5. But look at that. 2 for 2 for 5 yards. Yeah, and the Reaper, I don't believe that was a catch either. So, and they were reviewed it, and he did, that ball did move. So you could take those 36 yards. I feel you on that one. So I agree with you as well. What's up, Yusuf? But yeah, look at Diggs. 2 for 2 for 5 yards. 1 for 1 for 9 yards. You know what I mean? Another 1 for 1 for 5 yards. That's lockdown. And here's Calvin Joseph. And look at that. I mean, the one would take the 36 yards away because that wasn't a catch. So 3 or 4, 36-yard catch. So for like 26 yards, 3 catches for 20-something yards. Now, I think Calvin Joseph is going to be okay. You know what I mean? I think Calvin Joseph is going to be okay. You see Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker. Look at Deron Bland. 2 catches for 21 yards. That's a rook. He did give up two first though. Now let's go over here. Let's get over here. Let's get over to these numbers right here. Yeah, man. You know what it is. Pac, baby. Hope they don't flag me. But let's look at this. We always say, buy the numbers. So these are always, just like I said, this is by the numbers, and these are the numbers. The top part is Dallas, the team. The bottom part is the opponent. All right. So let's go right here. Let's start from Dallas with right here. Dallas's rushing yards. We got to stay with this, Kellen Moore. You're 7th in the league in rushing yards, 8th in the league in rushing attempts, but that dropped. So you got to stick with that. You know, only 25 rushes, that's not going to work. You need that 30-30 club, dog, and you need at least 30 rushes a game minimum. Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott need to touch both that ball at least 15 touches a game, both of them. If that doesn't happen, I feel like you're going to run into problems. You're going to get past happen, and it gets. I think it's a problem right there, because you got to keep balance. Balance works. You feel me? Balance works. But keep those rushing attempts up, man. We don't want that dropping. It was like 5th, and then it went to like 7th, and now it's at 8th. So we got to keep those numbers up. You see what the defense is. It's getting better. 4.4. That's the best it's been all year as far as getting the numbers down to what opponents are average against us. Dallas is currently ranked 26th in the league in rush attempts against, and they're ranked 23rd in the league in rushing yards against as well. But it's a positive number here. They net ranked because of right here. So this is positive 10. Positive right here. 4.7. Dallas is averaging 4.7 yards a carry. Good thing. That's 10th in the league. Still want to keep that up, man. That's your bread and butter right here. And it ain't about Dak Prescott to me. Your bread and butter is Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. That's your bread and butter. When they get to cooking, when they get to running, when they get to setting the tone at the game game is so much better for Dallas. The game is so much easier. The game is so much more explosive. I just don't feel like Dallas is more explosive when they're throwing the ball everywhere. They're just not. They don't have the elite receivers, and we're going to talk about the T.Y. Hilton. They don't have the elite receivers. They have a CeeDee Lamb who's been stepping his game up, becoming that number one. But your second receiver, Michael Gallup, he's still coming back. I don't think he's 100% healthy. Your third-round pick, he's a wash this year. James Washington just came back. You just signed a T.Y. Hilton, and then you got a Dalton Schultz, who's a mid-level tight end. So it's not like the passing parts that you have with the Dallas Cowboys are astronomical. Your best thing is the run game. Okay, your best option is the run game, not the pass game. All right, so you got to lean on that. So that's what you have to do, because that run game sets everything up, the play action, whatever. So that's that. And then let's go over to the passing yards. And those numbers have come up, but I'm cool. Passing attempts, 23rd. Passing yards, I'm cool with that. This is Dallas's opponent, their rank against their opponent. Still very good numbers. Throwing the ball against them, they're still ranked 5th in the league. Ranked 2nd in the league right now. Still ranked 1st in the league in sacks given up. That's huge, considering. We'll see how this goes with Terrence Steele. We're going to really look at the Jason Peters thing. But only giving up 16 sacks, man, that's huge. And they've been ranked 1st in sacks given up about 3 or 4 weeks now. And then you see they're 2nd now. I think Laura Brunson, I think he mentioned they're number 1 in the league in sacks. Dallas is 2nd. Who cares? But Dallas is still one of the top teams up there. And the dreaded thing that kills Dallas right here, penalties. Penalty yards, they're ranked 24th. Penalties, they are ranked damn near last. And that still continues to kill them. And hopefully they can clean that up. Hopefully they can clean that up by playoff time, because that's going to be huge, right? That's going to be huge. Now, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about, and this is what I have been saying. This is Jacksonville Jaguars, who the Cowboys have next, and this is who I've been talking about. This is before this stretch. I said the 3 games, and I said 4 games were going to be this is the critical part to me. This is where the stretch run is at. So this is the team you're playing. This is a dangerous team right here, okay? This team is dangerous, all right? And they're dangerous because they ain't got nothing to lose, right? Doug Peterson's a good coach. Trevor Lawrence is playing better. They have offensive weapons. They have a running game. They can throw the ball. Their defense is young and athletic, fast. They can give you problems. I believe it's in Jacksonville too. So this is where it starts right here. I said this 4-game stretch is where it starts. Okay, it starts right here. I said that Jacksonville, that Philly game, that Houston Texans game. Not Houston Texans. I'm sorry, Tennessee Titans game, and the Washington Commanders. This is the stretch run, and those last 3 are playoff games. This is really a playoff game right here, but those last 3 in particular are playoffs. And remember how I said last year, right? Remember I said last year, the stretch run. Dallas didn't finish great last year, right? They didn't finish great last year. They had the bump in the road. Here it is, though. They had the bump in the road against the Arizona Cardinals, and they beat the Eagles, but that was a non-factor game. And then they went to the playoffs limping. Can't have that this year. They got to go into playoffs on a high note. So I've called these last 3 games and 4. Okay? Last 4. Where this is Dallas' season to me right here. This is the Dallas Cowboys season right here with these last 4 games. And I said this weeks ago, but right here. Jacksonville, Philly, Tennessee, and Washington. All these 3 right here are playoff games because, well, that's the matchup of the year, right, so far. But Jacksonville, I already talked about them. They sneaky. And like y'all said, Doug Peterson, he knows Dallas. He knows how to play Dallas. I think they got nothing to lose. I think they're going to throw trick plays in there. I think they're going to play with reckless abandon. I think they're looking for upset after the way Dallas played against them Texans. They're looking at upset. They're talking to themselves, oh, we can beat Dallas. So they're going to be on an emotional high. So Dallas has got to come in instantly in that game and beat them early. Do y'all understand me? Dallas has to attack and get on Jacksonville early, or that's going to be a long day. Texans, I wasn't ever really truly worried about it. If they would have lost that game, I'd been frustrated. But I wasn't truly worried because I just feel like Texans aren't a good team. And Jacksonville is, this first time they had 5 wins, and since 2017 or something like that. So they're already better than they've been in 5 years, right? But that's a troubled team. And if you don't get on that team early, score on them early, get turnovers on them early, get them out the game, don't let them have any kind of confidence. This team in particular, that's why they're super dangerous. All right? We know about Philly. That's going to be the huge matchup. What do you need to say about them? The top team in the league right now. That's what it is. And then Tennessee, they might be struggling a little bit, but I don't feel like they're going to come in and try to struggle against us, and that's going to still be a test. Derrick Henry's still a test. That defense is still going to be a test. And the Washington Commanders, they're fighting for their playoff lives. They're scrappy. So, yeah, that's going to be at Washington, at Tennessee, at Jacksonville. So you got last 3 or 4 of your games are on the road, which is okay to me because I think Dallas actually plays better on the road, in my opinion. So I think that's okay. But these last 2 games in particular, these 3 games are going to – crowds are going to be crazy. Okay? Crowds going to be crazy in Jacksonville. Crowds going to be crazy Tennessee, and I don't know how Washington's crowd's going to be, but that's going to be crazy. But them last 4 games in particular are the games that I'm looking at and have been looking at and been talking about that is going to be huge for me and what's going to be happening. So let's talk about one last thing before we get up out of here. Let's talk about what's y'all thoughts on T.Y. Hilton. Let's type him in here. T.Y. Hilton. What's y'all thoughts? Obviously, he's not what he used to be. Okay, we know that. Nobody's saying he is. There's his career numbers. I'll let those get up. We know he's not. We know T.Y. Hilton ain't the same guy he was before. Y'all think he can help? That's why I said Reaper. I said, yeah, I didn't. So I threw them out there. I said, I don't know if they have a crowd. But, hey, whatever T.Y. Hilton can give us, I'll take. That's all I'm going to say about him. I'll take whatever T.Y. Hilton can offer. I don't know how much he can offer. Okay? He's been sitting out. Nobody has touched him, right? Nobody's messing with him. That doesn't mean he can't come in and turn up for Dallas in the short term. That's what I'll look at. This isn't a long term. You didn't sign no T.Y. Hilton at week 1. You signed a T.Y. Hilton, week, later in the year. So I think he could be a good addition. I'm not thinking he's going to come in and do world-breaking things and be a world beater or nothing like that. Nobody's saying that, but I definitely think he's going to be able to might be able to contribute a little bit. You feel me? It's not going to hurt you, just like you said, Camber. What's up, Camber? How you doing? Like you said, no risk. It's not hurting you when people are like, oh, T.Y. Hilton, why y'all screaming about him? He's not hurting anything. This is not hurting anybody by you bringing him in and signing him. It's not like you're like, oh, T.Y. Hilton. It is. You feel me? Why wouldn't we be mad at an established veteran who's got has some pretty good numbers? He ain't costing you nothing. That's the biggest thing. He ain't costing you nothing. So what did it hurt? Especially when you got, like you said, Noah Brown. Hey, Noah Brown has played ridiculous, but are we going to say T.Y. Hilton's probably better than Noah Brown? Yeah, we're going to still say that. I'm going to say that. So, and Noah Brown has played very respectable, but now you got an established veteran who might turn up a little bit at the end of the year. Maybe it might surprise you. And I like that. I think the front office did good by getting Hilton, especially in the time that they did, just like the way they got Malik Hooker. That's what I am going to give props to the front office in this, man. They've done it right as far as I'm not going to really get mad at the front office right now. It's just really on Dallas to really do their job in the playoffs. They're 10-3, like I said. First 10 wins, 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons since 95, 96. Let's give shout-outs to Mike McCarthy on that, right? Let's give shout-outs to Mike McCarthy on that. And as bad as everybody's been talking, talking trash about Dallas, this is what I look at as he gets ready to come up here. Got to give shout-outs to the front office. They covered the tracks. They got rid of a Tristan Hill. They got a Jonathan Hankins, who they need a big plug in the middle, and Dallas seems to get a little bit better in the run game. They still got Big Bo in there. Carlos Watkins has played better. We got to figure out that damn read option and that damn quarterback bootleg, that read option, because Jalen Hurts might. We got to figure that out. But you signed a T.Y. Hilton for the cheap. You went after OBJ. I don't care about the drama. You really put an effort in there. I like that. No matter what anybody said, he's an explosive player that could help your team. So Dallas really put a real push on him. That been smart moves as far as money-wise. So I can't really get mad at the front office now. It's just up to Dallas to make the moves. But this is what I look at right now. Still third in the league in 27 points. Still third in the league in giving up points. You got pretty much top 10 numbers across the board except in your passing game, but we ain't tripping on that. But like I said, it's the first time you done had a back-to-back 10-win season since 95, 96, over 20 years. I feel good about Mike McCarthy. I like the way he's running the ship. It's just, are they going to do the right things in the playoffs? That's all I'm looking at. That's why I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. Because I've seen this before. I haven't seen 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons in a while. I seen it when it happened then. I'm definitely not drinking the Kool-Aid on this as we kind of get ready to head off here. But I will say that I like the way it's headed. You have 2 back-to-back playoff seasons. That'll be the first time that's happened since the 06-07 season. 2 10-win seasons, first time that's happened in 20 years. So now you just kind of got to finish off now. You just got to shut up the naysayers. You would have had a lot of people talking to trash in that game if you would have lost against the Texans, but they pulled it out. So people can say what they want, but they still end up winning the game, 10-3. So it's really what the Cowboys going to do in these playoffs, man. That's the only thing I've been caring about. That's the only thing I've been talking about. I don't care about regular season. I don't care about what y'all do. I don't care about division titles. I don't care about anything like that. All I care about is what y'all going to do in these playoffs. Are y'all going to make a real run? This is another opportunity. Philadelphia, you probably might see them in the playoffs again. This is an opportunity. Even if something happens in the regular season where you may lose them, you can see them in the playoffs again. Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that may be your first-round matchup. I've been itching for Tom Brady. I've been wanting Aaron Rodgers. You had the opportunity to slay that dragon. You didn't. Now you're getting another opportunity once again to slay a dragon in Tom Brady. You possibly could see him in the first round. I want the Buccaneers. I want to play them. I don't want to get around them. I want to play them. I'm tired of Tom Brady beating them. It's 2 years in a row they've been beat. He's been killing them with New England. Come on, man, let's beat this dude, dog. So I want the Buccaneers. I want to beat Brady. If we play Philadelphia again, I'll definitely love to play them. But I'm not saying this is an easy road to the playoffs, but this is a road where this is one of your better chances. What up, Thurston? You good? This is one of those. But the Reaper, they playing like crap, but they ain't going to do that against Dallas. I feel like they won't play that against Dallas. That just doesn't happen. So Dallas still got to bring their A game, but this is another opportunity. I asked a question maybe a few days ago. Is this team better than the team last year at this time? A lot of people said yes. So here's the opportunity. Show you're different. So we're going to see. But I appreciate everybody jumping in the chat. Really appreciate y'all. We need playoff success, yes, for sure. Thought I'd go live right quick. I was going to do by the numbers, but you saw today, by the numbers. You feel me? Yeah, Chambers. Camber. Yeah, the 49ers, but I'd rather play. We're going to have to play them guys. You feel me? We're going to have to play them guys, and I want them too. especially where they beat us up last year. I want them. Dallas needs to go through. We need real opponents. Like, I don't want this easy route. Dallas needs challenges. I need to see Dallas really get challenged all the way through the playoffs. If they want to go to the Super Bowl, I need challenges. I don't want the easy way. They need to get past these same demons and ghosts that beats them. Much love to you. I appreciate you and what you do out there. I really do. But we need to play dogs. We need to play against these dogs. I'm tired of teams bullying Dallas, and that's the only way we're going to really prove it. Feel me? That's the only way we're going to prove it. Play the best. But I appreciate y'all. I'm about to head up off of here. Let's leave it again with how about them Cowboys, Click Clack Cowboys. That's my son out there, Kid Columbus. You can check him out. Just look him up on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. And let's get that dub. Big game next week. This week might be tough for me tomorrow. Got interviews coming up. Might be tough for me tomorrow because I'm doing a game tomorrow. I'm actually calling a basketball game, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do our best of enemies or our final word. We'll see if I get back in time and get ready for the high school interviews. We're going to start them in, and I'm going to get them popping as early as I can. So appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon. I'm out. And how about them Cowboys, baby?
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name. From the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bank, snatch it out of spur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wild boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to